Six. GammaCast episode 6, The Mutant City. Let's start with Blauhimmel. Blauhimmel's downtime phase. This player's 3 goals for this downtime phase was 1. To improve her character's skill by asking Nakama, her bounty hunter friend, to teach her hand-to-hand combat. 2. She wanted to reveal some history of her character, and last, she wanted to accept an invitation to work together with another player and research gamma mutation. Altogether, the difficulty rank for these combined tasks is below average, and here's why. Blau asking Nakama to teach her hand-to-hand combat is not difficult, especially because Nakama is very outgoing and seems to have gravitated toward Blau. Nakama was more than willing to teach her. However, he alluded to being more of a weapon user, but he could teach her how to get scrappy nonetheless. Nakama then asked Blau why she would want to learn this. The player felt this would be a great opportunity to show an emotional scar as well as a driving force to Blau wanting to learn to defend herself better. Finally, accepting an invitation to work with another player. In episode 5, Gamumbus Day, Tempest met Blau and learned of her talents. The player of Tempest sent me a request to send Blau, asking that they become allies in game, to which Blau accepted. Her first task and goal was to research gamma mutation. With her surgery knowledge and understanding of the natural occurrences and forces at work within the body with ecokinesis, along with already studying the mutated kitten when she first found it, this task was considered below average as the topic is still vastly new and is a deep area of study. Blau was successful this downtime phase. With her rank of below average, she was facing below average difficulty. I gave her a +2 rank bonus for being great friends with Nakama. Also, knowing about the gamma from the cat, as well as having some new research supplies with the front money that she received from Tempest, that all deserves a bonus. This brought her rank to above average. Rewards are as follows. Blau has gained the Scrappy perk. It's a dishonorable, no-holds-barred style of fighting that Nakama uses that utilizes the environment and dirty tactics. This justifies Blau being able to hold her own in a melee fight. Blau now also knows a major piece of the gamma mystery. She learned how the gamma affects everything. For winning the downtime phase, you also recover 1 rank, bringing you back to an average mutant rank. Moving on. Tempest's downtime phase. Tempest's 3 goals for this downtime phase was to clear his name with the governor and the citizens of Haven. He also wanted to request the help of Makai and Blau. And then, he wanted to announce the gate center's opening and as a home to all instead of a quarantine zone, which is what the governor was going for. The combined difficulty of these tasks were above average. Clearing his name with the governor and law enforcement was deemed difficult due to the major influence Caitlin V had on the governor's opinions and mind. The governor was not himself, and without any social skills other than empathy and some wealth, Tempest would have a hard time swaying a compromised Gabuchi due to unknown factors at play, which we'll touch on when we get to Advocate. Ultimately, it appears Tempest was indeed successful. In addition to offering Blau, head of research at the Gate Center, Tempest also called on Makai and his agents to find information on the governor's new girlfriend, Caitlin V. Ada. This was easily justifiable because Makai's 3rd skill is wealth, and with that skill, Makai deployed a dragon clansman to investigate and find info on the governor's new night-skinned friend, as well as the appearance of these similar-looking mutants. This in the whole was not difficult for Makai's network. However, there is literally 0 information on the origin of these mutants. After coming to an agreement with the governor, Tempest has prevented mass quarantine and has created a safe place for all infected called the Gate Center. Tempest was successful in clearing his name, and his message has reached many infected Haven civilians. With Tempest's average rank, he was facing an above average task. I gave Tempest a +1 rank shift for having the empathic ability, which allowed him to read the emotions of his audience, which allows him to push the envelope without much risk. This brought him to an above average, making his chances of success 50-50, and he was successful. Rewards are as follows. Tempest has learned that there is much mystery behind the night-skinned mutants. Tempest has also successfully opened the Gate Center and will shortly meet his new members. These new members will provide various mutual benefits for them and Tempest, once revealed. Also, going forward, any new players joining the game will have the option of starting their character as a member of the Gate Center, in case they need an origin. Keep that in mind. Moving on. Makai. Makai's goal this downtime phase was to move forward on his journey to find Bloodvein's General Majin, as well as introduce viewers to his father and leader, Nagin. He chose to infiltrate Bloodvein by manipulating Alana Teague. This in turn brought him to one of their lab sites, which he ended up raiding with his clan. The difficulty of this task was above average, and Makai himself was above average rank. I gave Makai a +2 rank shift bonus for using his wealth to captivate Alana, as well as conduct fake business with Victor Teague. One would need massive wealth to even be considered becoming a partner with Bloodvein's Body Augmentation Science Lab. This took Makai from above average to exceptional rank versus an above average difficulty, and he was of course successful. Rewards are as follows. Makai has gained all the body augmentation research from the lab and gave it to Nagin. What this means is, I will allow Makai to augment himself in any one way. In addition to that, your clan can be augmented as well. You can also offer the service of augmenting other players once per player. You also know exactly where General Majin is, which will open up a special exclusive event during the next event phase for you to handle your business. Moving on. R-Type X. R-Type X's goal was to reveal some character history showing us where he is from, as well as a glimpse at the relationship with his parents. R-Type also wishes to meditate to recover, and with the use of his energy manipulation he is able to achieve this and then some. The player stated that R-Type will create energy clones to multitask while he heals. He sends them to complete objectives, and R-Type was successful with this. The difficulty of these tasks combined was below average. With a rank of above average, R-Type received a rank shift penalty from his wounds from the previous episode. However, R-Type also received a rank shift bonus to his success for having the ideal ability to clone himself without compromising his energy recovery rate. He also received a rank shift bonus for having total mastery over the natural healing energies. This brought him to a rank of high versus the difficulty of below average, in which he was successful. Rewards are as follows. For training and staying sharp, R-Type gets a +1 rank shift to combat next phase. For studying the salvage android parts and meditating on what Libra has taught him in his battle with these androids, R-Type will receive an additional rank shift bonus the next time he fights these androids. R-Type also knows exactly where the Gamma Fiend is, as well as a secure route that's uninhabited by enemies. R-Type X's concussion and his wounds have healed, and he's been liberated from all penalties from his previous fight. Moving on. 6. 6 chose to provide a closer glimpse into his ability and his progression with the help of Deftitude. Also, 6 wanted to gain a new persona, but specified that they want a persona more powerful than his previous 2. Therefore, I declared the difficulty to be high of this task, if he wanted a strong persona. However, 6 has the perk called Deftitude's Tutelage, which, because he is being instructed by someone whose main ability is to understand powers, 6 gains a massive +3 rank shift to learning, achieving, and reaching new levels in ability development. In this case, capturing a powerful persona. This brings him from average mutant rank to exceptional, and he was successful. Rewards are as follows. 6 gains a new powerful persona. The player of 6 knows what this means, and he can begin rolling the characteristics and capabilities of this creature. Moving on. Anarchy 12. Anarchy chose to spend this downtime phase training to stay sharp, but also wanted to tend to his mental health. Training to stay sharp is an easy task for Anarchy, especially with access to advanced technology and creations, such as training droids and simulation systems. Anarchy can train on any capacity by adjusting the difficulty of obstacles to push him to his limits. The player also decided to put Anarchy through a mind-stabilizing therapy session via VR, and this too is a breeze. Anarchy's above-average rank received a +2 rank shift bonus for having the VR and training simulations, versus a difficulty ranked at low. It gave him a clear win. Rewards are as follows. Anarchy's alien mind terrors have been remedied and no longer receives penalties to acts requiring concentration. Anarchy also will receive a bonus to rank shift to combat in his next phase. Moving on. Advocate. Advocate's goals, or I should say the parts that they wish to be revealed, is for Advocate to become governor of the city, now that he has compromised Gabuchi with Caitlin, who is an extension of himself. This makes the task extremely easy, with its mutant ability of overwhelming and parasitic influence. He also chose to gain the support of the entire city, which is also a breeze since the table has been set. The difficulty of these tasks combined are high. However, Advocate received a +2 rank shift bonus to influence in the masses due to his ability, overwhelming influence. I also gave a rank shift penalty to the difficulty of the task, as it became easier to run against the governor after his image has been smeared by betraying the infected community. This brought Advocate's rank from average to high versus below average difficulty, in which Advocate was successful. Rewards are as follows. Advocate has successfully secured the votes and will become the governor come election day. Advocate has also removed his competition, Gabuchi. Advocate is now a highly controversial political figure and is loved, feared, and respected by the general public. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode of Gamma Haven, the finale of the prequel.